hello, my beautiful risers and prosperity builders. I hope you guys are having an amazing night like I am. Welcome to Poetry and Perspective with Placide. I am your kind hostess, Cindy Placide. First, on Facebook, they never play well with me, okay? So let's see if we are on. Yes, we are. Okay. Yes, we are. Absolutely, yes. So tonight we have the beautiful, talented Miss Anicia Shabatis from the beautiful Caribbean island of where are you from, honey?
Saint Lucia.
Hello, St. Lucia. St. Lucia is in the house. You know, when we St. Lucians get together, we misbehaving. Okay, listen, guys. I am from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Lucia, as well as my guest, and I am a poet, author, advocate. And for those of you who do not know, because of my own struggles with mental illness and mental health issues, I'm an advocate for mental health suicide prevention. I'm also an advocate for autism awareness. I advocate because my youngest son, he has autism, so that has been a challenge, but nonetheless we're still alive. I also advocate for tonathrompic dysplasia, which is a rare form of dwarfism. My late daughter passed away with thanatorophic dysplasia, and so we I advocate for that. I also advocate for so many other things, including domestic violence, cervical cancer. I also advocate for pregnancy and child loss. And so many other things. I not too many of them because I don't want to overload myself, but so many things that are dear to my heart, that anybody who wants to bring awareness to anything that is dear to them, this is the place to be. Poetry and Perspective with Placide. So before we continue with the show, I'm gonna ask you guys, if you're watching right now, go get somebody, invite your friends to the show, because we are going to have a very interesting show with Miss Anicia. Okay, so what did I say? Before I continue, I think it is imperative for me to address that on this show I do not discuss politics and religion. Everything has its time and place, and I don't believe this show is for politics and for religion. We want to keep it fun and exciting, and of course you'll have to come and see my beautiful face and all the guests that I bring. So we are keep it nice. So we are gonna keep it nice. One thing, there's no problem in saying that you love your God and whatnot, but when it comes to the in-depth of politics and religion, we don't do that. Okay, Miss Anicia, how was your day today, darling?
My day was wonderful. I had a very good day at work today,
Mm-hmm.
compared to yesterday, where I wasn't well at all. So I could not give my best, but today I went full out. So I was perfect today. Good.
Absolutely. And you know what? God is good. We never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So it's always a pleasure for us to be
Yeah. Your video sticks. I am not
alive.
sure.
And what I like to acknowledge my guests, my viewers, because without them, this show wouldn't be nothing. So let me see who I have on. I have Miss Katrina Williams. Hello, my girl. How are you? Lauren Dorville. How are you, sweetheart? Jacqueline Melissa Joannes. How are you, sweetie? Okay. So I do hope you my viewers are having a wonderful night as we are, because as you said, Lucia is in the house. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can hear you clearly.
Okay,
Very
all
clear.
right, wonderful.
Yes. I was
So
just checking the comments.
let me see. So my viewers, I am a poet, author of two books, and probably a third one pretty soon. Okay. So my first book is entitled When Life Stood in Silence, and of course, for those who know me, it is a book of poems born from grief and loss. And I was going through a really rough time, and I wrote that book. I didn't have no idea what I was, to be honest with you. I just wanted to write, and I wrote, and I put it on paper. So that was my first book. My second book, it was more intentional, because I wanted, it was an uprising from my grief and my loss, to find myself, my passion, and to empower other people. And so, with that said, Miss Anicia, I know that you are also an author.
Yes, I am.
Absolutely. So please tell before you tell them what you offer, what you I know this sort of the ad and everything, but please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you from in St. Lucia, and just a bit about your background, your favorite food, probably what you like to do, your hobbies. So no, enlighten the viewers.
Okay, so I am a mother of two, from and also married, happily married. So
Congratulations.
I am from the beautiful community of Mabuya Valley, Gadet, Grenovin. My father lived in Grenovin. My mom lives in Gadet. So
Mm-hmm.
I usually say both, right? Because I lived in both communities. All
Okay.
right. So I love football. I played football for a few years before I had kids. I was once a national player for St. Lucia, under 20, and I played for Barbados Women Academy as a captain as well.
Look
So
at you.
football, yeah, football has been my background, and
Uh-huh.
yes, so I also love sports naturally on a whole, because I also run at school.
Mm-hmm.
Took part in intersec and them type of competition while you are at school. So,
Absolutely. What year did
but
you graduate?
outside of school, I continued with the football. All right. So, I have a 3 year
Mm-hmm.
old daughter, and the reason why I mention her again is because one of the books has to do with her. So one of the books, the main story book, is actually named after her. It's titled after her, and basically, I dedicated the storybook to her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because of her personality and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the name of the book is Tutu the Curious Turtle. Now her name is Tuan, but we call her Tutu. We all call her Tutu.
Okay.
So some of you may have seen this on Facebook around the
Oh,
place, on WhatsApp, different
mhm,
places. So it's a children's storybook. This one is fully English,
mhm.
right? So let me not jump the gun, because you tell me introduce myself, say what I like and stuff. I love to climb trees. I like to climb rivers. I love to I love nature. I like anything that has to do with nature. So I don't want to jump on the books yet, because I know you have your time for that. Okay?
Yes, darling. Yes, thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Listen, when I come to St. Lucia, we go jump river and everything together because I love nature. I love the outdoors. I like doing
Yes.
yes,
That's what I'm
yes.
talking about.
Go hiking and everything, girl. What you talking? Hey,
Yes.
yes. So, sweetheart, I wanted to ask you. You an author of two books. So,
Not only two, not only two. I
a few.
have,
Let me correct myself. A
yes,
few books, okay?
a few
So,
books, yes.
please tell us what motive you are children's author, and I've had like about two or three children's authors on this platform right here.
Mhm.
What motivated you to go into children's book?
Well, at first, it did not start as a going into children's stories.
Mm-hmm.
The whole writing of books, it actually developed from me having a YouTube channel, a Creole YouTube channel. So
Mm-hmm.
in that, with my subscribers always asking me, they want more. And
Mm-hmm.
there was a time somebody just put that idea, one of my subscribers asked for a book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I promised them, I did promise it. And even if it took a whole year after I promised,
Mm-hmm.
I really stayed on my mind, and I really tried my best to keep my promise.
Mm-hmm.
So the first book was actually a Creole coloring book.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where it stemmed from,
Mm-hmm.
from having the YouTube channel, and then and the YouTube channel is a whole story by itself, because again you have to wonder how the YouTube channel started in the first place. So
Yeah.
we'll get
Okay.
to
So tell us
that.
about that. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
So the YouTube channel started because during COVID. I don't know if you were one of those that were affected by COVID. Well, I wasn't directly affected, so it's not like I lost my job or anything. The thing is, I resigned from my job a year before COVID hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And about 2 months after I resigned, and that was in 2019. And sometime in March, I resigned. And then shortly after, I got pregnant with Tuan, Tutu.
Mhm.
So right after COVID hit, yeah. So
Mhm.
I find myself at home with a
Mhm.
newborn,
Mhm.
what to do. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. Initially, that's not where it went. It didn't go through the Creole route.
Mhm.
But i- initially, what I was doing was to get to know myself, because I initially said that we are on this journey finding ourselves, finding myself. So this is what, if you have to go back in my on my channel and you watch the very first video, you're gonna see it's not about Creole. It is about me finding myself. So I had a whole video on that, and this
Mhm.
is where it started from. I say, oh, but wait a minute. I realized even from my son being home, like I said, I have a 9 year old. I don't know if
Mhm.
I mentioned. And I
Mhm.
realized that the child does not know Creole. Not at
Mhm.
all. Even when my mom comes over and my mom speaks Creole, the child, like, he has no clue.
Mhm.
So I said, but wait a minute. It looks like the children growing up now, they are not privy to the language. They do not
That
know the
is true.
language.
That is true.
So I decided to teach,
Mhm.
Creole on the YouTube channel, and this is where it started. And then
Wonderful.
the more I taught, the more subscribers ask me for more. The more I give, the more they want.
Mhm.
So
Wow, that's
what
amazing.
this is this is what happened.
So this is amazing because in the process of trying to find who you are, you develop a love for something else, which blossom into something way different than you
Yes,
anticipated.
yes. And mind you, the book self, like writing, like the author thing, I
Mm-hmm.
still then I had no clue. I didn't know. I had no idea that a year or 2 years later I would be doing this. I had no idea. What happened, right? I know you do not mention religion, but what
Mm-hmm.
happened is that about a year ago, I
Mm-hmm.
went to a conference,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was an apostle from the States who visited, and there
Mm-hmm.
was a conference at a hotel in St.
Mm-hmm.
Lucia. So I attended that. And then the gentleman calls me, and sometimes they call you and they tell you stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he
Mm-hmm.
tells me that he sees me writing. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, I didn't tell him that, obviously.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, in my mind, I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Because I even told my friend, my good friend at the time, I told her that, and I said, I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so divine intervention. That's what I could see.
Well, let me tell you something.
Hmm.
Sometimes we have hidden gifts that we have not even tapped into. And it
That is
takes
true.
something that has to develop that are gonna jolt us out of our seats so we can find that piece of talent, that gift that we have. And I
That's
have
true.
not read your books because I'm supposed to, read it, get it and read it. But
Mm.
just looking at the cover and seeing what the titles are, I am so impressed. And I
Thank
believe
you.
we need more children books. We need more children book to teach us about the language. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me see. A viewer says Brian Placid say hi. Keep up the good work. Thank you. And Sandy Ogis. Hi Sandy. So hi Cindy. Very impressive. Yes. So listen, children's we need the children that are coming up nowadays to know more about our Creole heritage, to understand our language. Listen, you are not alone in this because now he'll be 27 next month, but my 27-year-old was born in
Wow.
St. Lucia. Yes, I know I look like I'm not, yeah, but
Yeah, I'm just freaking out that you have a 27-year-old.
yes. So he was born in St. Lucia, raised until he was 4 years old. We spoke the language, but he still can. I spoke to him all the time. He went to school, but he cannot speak it. Since we came up here, he cannot speak it. He will understand. So right now we are trying to, with all the Creole books coming up, like the patois. We are so excited because I want him to learn his language.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
understands. If you tell himself, he will understand. But for
you
him
will
to speak
understand.
it, yes,
Yeah.
for him to speak it, and he goes like, Mom, it's your fault.
Right. I
Yes,
get you. I totally understand where you're coming from. Yes.
yes. So,
Even
uh-huh.
here, some of the children they do understand when the grown-ups speak, especially those from the countryside. No,
Mhm,
trust me, from the countryside in Gadet, from where I am from, the children
mhm,
understand everything. They even speak it fluent, fluent, fluent. But
mhm,
other parts of the country, they might not be able to. There are some other communities, they do speak it fluently, the kids, and they do
mhm.
understand everything about it. But there
Yes.
are a lot of communities that the children still do not understand or they cannot speak it. However,
Wow.
you'll find some of them understand, but they cannot speak it. They can't reply if you speak to them. Right? So this is where the book comes in. So they will get to see the visuals, the graphics, the pictures that will tell them, if I'm talking about something, there's graphics, there's pictures to show, there's
Mhm.
pictures to demonstrate it in the book. So it's very colorful. I made it very colorful and interactive to capture their attention so they would want to learn from the time they open the book. Just that's
Listen,
it. Just have them open the book and they will continue reading it.
I I want
No
my
doubt about that.
I want my 14-year-old autistic son to be able to learn my language. I
Hmm.
do. So I have to get one for him. It's baby steps. Me? There are
It's a
sometimes like,
beautiful language. I love it. I
yes,
am so
yes.
proud of my second
Me too.
language. I'm
Yes.
so proud. So it's like when you go overseas and you meet another Lucian. Like let's say I come to the States, I meet you. We walking
Mm.
in town, we speak in Creole. You know how nice that feels?
And let me tell you, you know how people find that the language is so sexy? I get it
Yes,
all the time. Oh my gosh, what is that language? It's so sexy. I said, "Ooh, just like me." You know?
I know. Yes, it's amazing.
Yes. So I really want him to learn. So I personally I had been struggling because I was up here for a long time and I didn't meet any solutions. And so sometimes it's not you forget, your language, but when you don't speak
Right.
for a long time, there's certain words that you may not be able to say. And when I remember, I don't know if anybody remember when I first came on the show, I was laughing at myself, and I said, "My guests don't laugh at me because there are certain words I was not able to say." And I
Oh.
don't remember. And so
Mhm.
now that I'm involved in the community, I'm meeting so many other St. Lucians up here. I am able to rekindle that not a passion, I would say, just to be able to revamp what I had forgotten, and it is amazing. I am trying to write me up. I wrote, in my matter of fact, I had somebody, what you say from my Gadet?
From Gadet.
What did my friend say he was from? I think he was from that place, I have to ask him. But he is going to he anything you say in English, he will translate it in
Right
the
away.
he will translate it, and he is so amazing. He will translate it in the old strong Creole.
Yeah. Like
Yes,
that Creole from Chozel.
yes,
The
he will
raw.
do that. And I'm gonna,
Yes.
oh my god, how? He said,
Chozel have a different accent, a different Creole accent. They like these people have a special accent. It's like
yes.
raw Creole.
I sent a poem to him and I said to him, "Are you gonna be able to translate this for me?" He go like, "Yeah, man." I said, "It's gonna
Of
take you
course.
long." He said, "Man, that's what I do." Within 3 days, he was done. Oh, a poem with like about six,
Wow.
7 he was done.
I need to get in touch with that man. Eh,
He's up
eh.
here. Like, what? But that I said it, I bring these things up to say because we sometimes don't appreciate how blessed we are as St. Lucians. There are so many people who wish they knew a second language. There are people who
Mhm.
pay to have to learn a different language, and we have this sexy, beautiful, tantalizing Creole. Huh?
That's a Creole doui. Creole do. Eh.
Yes. So listen, girl, we can talk a lot about Creole all night, but let us talk about your book, okay? let's talk about your book. So tell me a little bit about it's on screen. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I
So
can
we
see
have,
it.
yes, a Lucian Creole with coloring and journal. Anu
Yes.
Apuan avec Creole.
Cool, cool.
You see, I'm
Yes.
not good. Don't laugh
Yes.
at me, ma. Don't laugh at me, okay? So,
Yes.
so tell me about this little book.
This particular book, yes, that was one of my first after the Creole coloring book. This was my first one.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, it's like it has pictures in there that you can get to color way at the top of all the lesson. Well, each page has a lesson, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will tell you about a particular topic. It will
Mm-hmm.
translate all whatever it is, all the different words that has to do with that particular topic,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what it has, it also has the picture at the top about that particular topic. So you get to color your picture if you want. And the
Mm-hmm.
journal part of it has that area where you get to write what you learn. You
Mm-hmm.
know, try what you learn at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. So
Mm-hmm.
I just got that idea to just put all of it together. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the other books, I when I did that one, I felt like I put too much in one in one book. Actually, I have the book here.
I'm gonna tell you this, right?
Mhm.
And I always tell other authors this. I'm a poet. And sometimes people tell you, oh my gosh, this poem is too long. Or is that all there is to that poem?
Mhm.
Your instincts as a writer is going to tell you when to stop.
Right, that's
I think
true.
that makes sense to you. It's going to
Yeah.
tell you when to stop. I'm going to be writing a poem. Back and to make sure that what is happening. So yeah, so I have
Mhm.
to make sure that everything is flowing and everything. So it will take me a little bit from to edit it and everything.
Mhm.
But until I feel I am sapped and my brain is not producing anything anymore.
Yes, yes, I know that feeling. I know that feeling, and you spend hours,
Mm,
hours. Sometimes you do something and you have to scrap it.
yes.
You
So
have to go and start all
when you
over.
realize that your brain is not going anywhere anymore, that means you're done. There's nothing else
Yeah,
for you to put
that's
in that
correct.
book. Yes, yes. So
So
this is
everything,
go ahead.
okay. No, I was just saying the book. I just felt like again you said whatever you said there, it makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm,
So I agree. I agree with that when your brain says stop, you stop. So
mm-hmm.
in I've been okay. Sorry, eh?
That's
I
all
don't know
right.
why. Sometimes when I get very nervous, I stutter. So I just have to
So
take
you're
my
doing
time.
well. What's your favorite food in St.
No,
Lucia?
because I'm about to say something about the book and I get
What?
nervous one time. All of a
Listen,
sudden,
okay. Hold, I'm gonna calm you down. What's your favorite food in St. Lucia?
my favorite food,
Uh-huh.
smoke herring, smoke
Smoke
herring and
herring?
bread, and smoke herring and green fig and breadfruit at the same time.
Oh my god! These are my favorite foods, How for
Uh-huh.
people for the people
Yes,
in the
I
United
I
States.
know I know our national dish is green fig and saltfish, but I prefer the smoke herring for some reason.
Listen,
I'm
for the
sorry.
people who
No
don't know how
offense to
listen, for the people
anyone.
who don't know how they call herring smoke herring in St. Lucia, tell them.
How I saw
Uh-huh. And the breadfruit?
Wape and the
Yes. And
green
the
fig
green
is
figs?
fig,
Fig
fig,
fig vet.
fig vest. Yes.
Okay,
So
so let's go back
let
to
me
the
go
book.
back.
Yes,
Right.
tell me about the
So
book.
I have the book right here. So this is what
Uh-huh.
the one you're showing on the screen. This is what it actually looks like.
Okay.
Yes, and as I was saying, it has different topics, right? Different topics, and
Mm,
below the topics, there are words, and there is the translation, right, to the words.
mhm,
And it also has the pictures that you get to color. You see,
mhm.
like for example, you see this boy sitting on the tree. So you could
Yes.
you could color your boy under the tree and at the same time learn what the thing is saying. The other page has some, some stuff
Mhm.
going on there. The topic
Mhm.
is here, you know. So
Mhm.
this is what it is. And the
Nice.
journal section, let me show you the journal section in the book. It has a little, our St. Lucian flag on top,
Are we still there?
right? And
Yes.
there's the space that you get to write, you know?
Mhm.
Right.
That's
So
beautiful.
this is what the Creole coloring book and journal and wapon evekule. That's what
I
it's
said
that's
Creole.
what it's about.
I know. Listen, people. I said it wrong. I go back again. Saint Lucian Creole with coloring book and journal. Anu apon avec couleur. Okay, I said it wrong the
Yes,
first time.
that's
So
right.
let me say hello to some of our viewers that just came in. We have Fofu from Fofu Thomas from Ghana. Good night, Ghana. We have Mr. Felician. We have Rufina Jean.
I
Ketra.
don't
Hi,
know
sweetheart.
anything.
Yes, we have Shona Clovis and Larry Seria. Good night to all of you, my viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on Poetry and Perspective with Placid. We have the beautiful Anicia Shabatis. Okay, she gonna be continue telling us about the book. Okay, so that was really impressive that you could actually do that. I don't know. I used to like to draw before, but did you
Mm.
have an illustrator?
For that book, no, I did not have an illustrator. I only used an illustrator for that, only Tutu the Curious Turtle. That's the only
Ooh,
one. And
nice.
imagine the very last, the last book, well, not the last because it's not going to be the final one, is the
Mhm,
most recent one that I published. I published it about 3 weeks ago, and it
mhm.
was my son, my 9-year-old son, the illustrator. I just
Nice.
taught him how to use the software, and then he was
Yes.
good to go.
Everybody gets into the game. Let's make money together.
Yes, yes. So the only book I have as a foreign, I use the foreign person to illustrate was the Tutu the Curious Turtle.
Okay,
Besides
so
that, I did all myself.
wonderful. So you are very
Mhm,
talented. Besides just being you love sports and everything else. You're very talented. You're good with your hands.
mhm.
I think we have that in common. St. Lucians. A lot of us have that in common. We do so many different things. Okay.
Saint Lucians are so creative. You
Yes.
Saint
Yes.
Lucians are very. You doesn't see the memes they put out.
Yes. Yes. I'll be laughing so hard. I will be
Lucian,
laughing so hard. But
Lucian's
okay,
dangerous. Eh?
yes. So tell us now. Let's shift to the curious turtle. I am so enthralled to know about Tutu. Tell us because I had a pleasure of meeting your beautiful daughter tonight. Okay, and she was such a breath of fresh air. She's so adorable.
Oh
So
my
tell us,
gosh, and a handful.
you telling. So, so tell us about
You froze there for a second, eh? So
Tutu.
just
How
letting
you
you know.
Yeah, how you make all of it came together. Tell us.
Okay, so Tutu the Curious Turtle, right? I wrote the story dedicated to her. If you see here, the first page will tell you dedicated to no.
Let me see if I can put you on screen so they can see it bigger. Okay,
All
there you
right.
go.
So it starts. Okay, this is the cover,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is the first page in the book, right? So
Okay.
you'll see my name here, and then you'll see the illustrator, which was Mohammed Rizwan,
Okay.
right? So Tutu, she's a very curious baby. She has always been a very curious baby. So I decided to use her name,
Mm-hmm.
Tutu, and I chose the turtle, because it's so cute. I love turtles.
Okay.
I could have used Tutu the curious cat or Tutu the curious
Mm-hmm.
something, but I chose turtle because I love to see turtles. I love them. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I made sure I asked the illustrator to make it look very nice and cute. The little turtle, the front, you
Mm-hmm.
see the eyelashes, it has some nice eyelashes there. Right. So I made sure I had him make it look very child friendly. Yeah. So The book
Listen,
is
guys, look
very,
at it. Look at it. Look at it. He is so cute with his Tutu is so cute
yes,
with the little school bag and everything.
yes, yes. So the
Oh,
book is very colorful and interactive. Most of the parents
absolutely.
who have gotten it told me that
Uh-huh.
the child love it. They sometimes they make them read it over again. They really love the book. It's very interactive,
Mm-hmm.
very colorful. You see the pictures are so bright and vivid.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? The graphics are perfect,
Mm-hmm.
perfectly
Mm-hmm.
done.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a wonderful book. This was my actual first full-fledged storybook. So
That's
what I
beautiful.
am planning is to right now it's already in progress to
Mm-hmm.
translate the entire book and put out a Creole version of it. And
Yes, that
also
would be
a
that'd be
sneak
amazing.
peek, also a sneak peek that there is a second storybook coming after that about Tutu. Tutu's
Mhm.
River Adventure. That one, Lucians are going to love this even more.
Wow, wow.
River Adventure. So imagine that. So
Wow.
you,
That's
you see,
amazing.
you see, I chose the right animal. I chose the right animal because Tutu can actually go into the water. She can walk on land. She can.
Tutu
You
is
can do whatever it
Tutu is
is
a
you want with
turtle.
Tutu.
Tutu is a
Yeah,
turtle. Okay, so Tutu can go in the
yeah,
water. So listen,
exactly.
you are your full-time mom, you do your YouTube channel, you're a writer, you do translation. Where do you find the time to do all of this?
My girl, tell me, let me tell you all how. Because I have to tell you, because apparently people think that it's so easy. It's like, they hear you doing all of that, they like it's so easy that anybody can do it, but will you put in the work to get it done? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here am I have to work, because I work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a toddler and she's a handful. Some persons know that. I
Mm-hmm.
have a husband. I have a home that I have to take care of. I have a 9-year-old. I have to help
Mm-hmm.
do homework with sometimes. Even if he's very intelligent, sometimes I have to ensure that he does
Yeah.
the homework, right?
Yes.
There's no kid loves homework really.
No, they
So,
don't. Mm-mm.
yeah. So obviously you have to, when school dismiss, you have to take care of the child. When they get home, you have to make sure they bathe, cook their dinner, give them their dinner, pack their bag for the next day. It's a lot. So when everybody is sleeping, right, and most persons are out there are sleeping, I have to find myself in front of a computer doing work. Yeah. So the next day I am like half groggy, half zombie.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
have to
a
make
lot went
time.
into it. It's
You
a
have
lot
to
of
make
work.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, my my third book is gonna be coming out like pretty soon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, pretty soon, like pretty soon. Okay. And for the past couple of days, I had to take a sabbatical. I'm going like, I don't want to speak to anybody. I'm gonna be in front of my computer. Everything else is gonna have to take a backseat. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to tell you this, sweetheart. Being an author, I tell people, anybody who is in business, whether you're an author, whether you are you have your own you're an entrepreneur, or you have your own business, it takes work.
It
And let
takes
me
work.
tell you, being an author is very time consuming. You have to write, you have to edit, you have to make sure you're proofreading. And if something is not flowing, you have to go back and make sure that it flows.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do sometimes if you have to do so much legwork that people don't see. You lose sleep over it, you lose, so many times. But when people put their prices, we got to respect that. We have to respect that.
Yes, yes. Tell him that again. Repeat it again. Repeat it again. Because apparently they kind of
We've
downplay
got to
your work.
respect that.
Yeah, they don't respect your work. So it's like, it's always too much for them to buy, too much for them to, yeah, but it's okay. I know what I put into it. I know. and someday it's going to get to the right people, the people that actually want it. They will get it.
Let me tell you something. Everything, remember in the beginning, I said everything has its time and place.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is going to appreciate me, my writing as a poet, but they
Mm-hmm.
may love you as a children's author. Not everybody may love children's book. There are
Exactly.
people who love poems. So
Yes.
we just got to find the right target
The
market.
right target, the right
We,
audience.
yeah, we got to network and put ourselves out there. I'm so proud of you because you are doing your YouTube channel. Listen, as
Mm-hmm.
much as I'm here, I have a YouTube channel. If you see coming up there, it's somewhere up there showing YouTube's Rise to Prosperity. Okay.
I, I'm here trying to read it, trying to see.
as as much as you see, right? I am up here. I don't know how I have a YouTube channel. I have not been able to utilize it much.
It's a lot of work, eh? Let me tell you, it's a lot of work too. It's a whole job by itself.
Hmm.
You have to edit, you have to shoot the video, you have to create your thumbnails. Let me tell you.
Me, there's too
And if
much
you
work.
don't know how to do these things, it's gonna be even more difficult for you.
Listen,
But
the
learn it. It's
yeah.
your baby, you have to nurture it.
Hmm. Yes. And I have so much doing. Listen, people, I don't have, I have not given myself too much to do, but the things that are important to me, I make sure that they get done. I make candles. People don't know. I make candles. I
Nice.
make luxury candles. Um,
Nice.
I sew. Okay, I sew. I do hair. I braid. I do it right now. I'm into sister lock. Okay, I'm
Mm,
into sister lock. I lock people's hair. I do pastries. I do I do little sweet treats for when they have parties. I do all of these things. But you know where I get the most joy
mhm,
is from coming on here, aside from my children and my God and everything else, but it's to come on here and to hear the stories of resilience, to hear the stories of authors like you who are putting the work, who have a dream and who have a vision, and you are taking it, even if you didn't know where it started, where you were going, but you had that vision and you didn't know how you were going to accomplish it, but you put it out there and then you are making it work for you. Okay,
mhm,
so
mhm.
people like that, we have to respect them, we have to respect their work. Okay, we have to respect
Right.
what they, what contribution they make to the society,
I
because
agree.
people are going to benefit from your work. You are muted.
Sorry about that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
I, I
respect, respect.
totally I totally agree with everything you say, because people have to learn that everyone has their own talents and their field and stuff like that. The their goal, their
Hmm.
journey, especially a journey. Everyone has their own journey. Yeah. So
Hmm.
all we have to do is be supportive of each other. You know,
You see, before
it
I
might be me
became,
today and it might be
yeah,
you tomorrow. So
before I became a full-fledged entrepreneur, right? I
mm,
suppose, and I have never been a cheap person. If I want the thing, if I decide
mm-hmm,
this is what I'm going to get, then
mm-hmm,
I'm going to get it. Okay. But at times, and I know there are certain things that are really highly priced and we have to check that. But
mm-hmm,
if I see somebody like somebody who is like on the street selling, and then they're selling a bunch of bananas for like about, I would say, and $5 or $10. I don't know how much you fell in the mud to get your banana. I don't know if you broke your
exactly.
toe. I will not ask you what the price again. I want it, I get it.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I'm so grateful. Honestly, I am so grateful to all the persons who have purchased the book, even persons I do not know, because I have the book on Amazon. I have all the books on Amazon. And I
Mhm.
do get sales from Amazon as well. And I
Mhm.
believe it's mostly my subscribers on YouTube. But also we have the book on Shop SLU on our website, local
Mhm.
website, shopslu.com. And I
Mhm.
have gotten sales from actual Lucians or even persons who live. I've just recently, about a month ago, I had a young lady contacted me from Canada. She ordered the book on Shop SLU because she had her niece in St. Lucia.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I'm
she
gonna put
ordered
it.
it.
I'm gonna put it on screen for them to see. Is that it?
What, it's the YouTube channel? Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
link to the YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
also Shop SLU where you get to purchase
Yeah.
it online. While
So guys,
locally,
guys,
Shop SLU.
I'm gonna put it on the in the chat for for them to see. Shop
Hmm.
is www
So
dot right.
yeah, the local website Shop SLU is it's amazing. It has been amazing. You can make your order there. We get the order right away as soon as you purchase. We get
Mm-hmm.
the information. We deliver. Yeah, we deliver the item for free.
Mm-hmm. That's
Well
wonderful.
packaged and everything. Yeah.
Wow. So
So
what was so that is amazing that you have that because I applaud you.
thank you.
There are
Well, Shop
that.
SL don't only applaud me. I have a wonderful, amazing husband. Apparently, he's very, very intelligent. He's very smart, tech how do you say that? Savvy, tech savvy. He's brilliant. So he was the one who built Shop SLU from scratch, you know. And the thing is, Shop SLU was not built for the books to be sold on. That's not what it initially was. He
Mm-hmm.
built the website and it was meant to be a almost like an e-commerce thing where you get to sell all different types of
Mm-hmm.
products and even host vendors that have local items that
Mm-hmm.
they produce or sell local items in St. Lucia. We showcase those local vendors as well on the website. So it's not just about me, the offer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
technically right now I am a vendor on our website too.
Wonderful. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this. I really like this photo right here. Let me see if I can show it on screen. Why is it not showing me? Okay, there we go.
Yay!
Yes. So you are right there. You are in your element.
Yes, you can see that on the face, eh?
Yes, you are in your elements. So
Yes.
what was how do you go to the schools and um to read them the stories, the books, and explain it to them? I see you by a blackboard. That's obvious. I see you by a school.
Yeah, in a school, in a classroom, yes,
Yeah.
I do. I visited a few schools in around St. Lucia, mainly primary schools for now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where even during reading month, even out of reading month, I visited schools
Mm-hmm.
and I read to various classes. The children really loved the book. There are times that I donated, some of my books as well at the school. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I went to a few different schools. Even though there was once my workplace did a reading drive, and I volunteered. I went. I actually attended that drive with them. So the picture you see there with the blue skirt,
Mm-hmm.
I was actually with I mean my workplace. I was
Mm-hmm.
with them that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and this one, the other one that was at, I believe Dame Paulette. I don't know if I'm not sure if you know Dame Paulette Primary School in St.
Mm,
Lucia. Very popular primary school.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
So,
I had an author um who came on here. He was a children's author. I don't know if you have heard of him. His name is Baptiste Paul.
no, I've not
Baptiste
heard of
Paul.
him.
He lives up here in the United States, and
Oh, okay.
he's an award-winning children author, book author.
Nice.
Yes, and one of the things he does. is to go to different, he has been to St. Lucia actually. One of the things he does, he goes to different schools all over the United States to read to the children, and to get the and to just be make his presence known, and to put
Yeah.
himself in the book with the children. He writes about St. Lucia, and he writes about him, his experiences growing up. And it is just amazing to see how the children are really attentive. And I can see this little head right there, just up in there, just looking in the second picture with the burgundy dress. He just all in
Yeah.
it. Okay, he's just all into it. So I have a one of my guests have a question. One of my viewers, she said, are the prices on SLU EC dollars?
Yes, they're EC dollars. All everything you see on Shop SLU is EC dollars.
Wow.
It's only sold in US on Amazon.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. So, what are some of the challenges you faced? Just writing the book from the inception of where you started from the YouTube channel to right now. What were some of the challenges that you have faced?
The challenges I would say, even with my YouTube channel, my main challenge right now is that I don't have an actual camera. I use my phone, and my phone ain't all that either. I just have A21.
You're a mess.
Yes, and would you believe that about a whole year now, the camera stopped working on the phone, so I
Wow.
can't even shoot an entire video. I have to shoot from Snapchat in pieces because Snapchat does not record an entire video for you. Like it will probably do a 3 minute thing, just like TikTok and them type of things. So what I used to do with my phone, with my actual camera, I used to record an entire video, like say for if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I do my editing.
Okay,
But
hold
I
on.
can't even
Hold
do
on.
that.
Hold on. Husband, if you are watching, your wife needs a new phone.
Leave, leave my husband out of that.
He needs a new
He
phone.
has done so much, so I will not put pressure on him for the phone.
Listen,
I will get it. I'm not gonna
listen,
put pressure on him for
I'm a
that.
hot
He's
mess,
doing so
okay?
much. He's doing so
I'm a
much.
hot mess. I'm a hot mess. My husband, you hear it? She needs a new
My
phone, right?
my honey boo is doing a lot. It's okay.
It's good when you have a mate who supports
Yeah,
your endeavors, and is pushing you to go forward. Sometimes we when we do have somebody who doesn't see our vision like we do, and even if they don't see it, but they are pushing us forward because they love us and they want us to excel, so they
yeah,
will push our dreams for us, because they know if you win, they win too.
exactly. Yeah,
Mhm. But there are
yeah.
some people who are just opposed. I don't want you to do this, but I'm glad that he's very supportive. So
He's very supportive. I tell
hats
you,
off
there
to your
must be.
husband.
He built a whole website.
Wow. So what was it like? What was it like just being in the classroom there and just be speaking to and just let me tell you, when I saw this picture, I had to sit back. The one in the blue dress, because royal blue is my favorite color.
Uh-huh.
So I had to sit back and look at your face and look at you. Like, oh my gosh, she's just so in, involved in this. Like the joy that you have on your face. What is the most
Yeah,
rewarding thing for you when it comes
yeah.
to?
Their faces, looking at them, and they're so into the story. Oh my gosh, it gave me chills. They're
Mm,
so into the story. One of them, after I read the story, there was one of the schools, I think it was Dame Paulette. One of
mm-hmm,
the students actually came and give me a speech. He like came and thanked me, give me a whole acknowledgement and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. And the warmth, even when I went to Babono Primary School, the warmth, they want to hug you, they, the children are amazing, they're wonderful. I just love to see their faces, the energy, the enthusiasm. They're
mm-hmm.
so attentive while you are reading to them. They're so attentive that when I do ask questions after I finish reading the story, The children can tell you everything they heard.
Wow. Listen,
Yes.
children are very interesting creatures. We were children before,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
they're very
And they
interesting.
like to ask questions
Yes, and that's
to
how you
tell
know
self.
they are
Hmm.
involved. They
Exactly.
are
They ask
learning, you know.
questions.
Mm-hmm. So what is next for you?
For now, is the well, as I mentioned, I Tutu. There's another book coming after that, The
Mm-hmm.
River Adventure. My son. I also have a son. I also dedicated a book to my son as well, my 9-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Malan the something Jaguar. I can't remember
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
Wow.
Jaguar. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was intelligent or
Mm-hmm.
because he's very intelligent. So I kind of wrote it around his intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would
So,
love I would love to see you connect with other, because I also have a another friend of mine. We used to live in the same place together. Her name is Feline. She's a children
mm,
book author as well. And I would love for you to
mhm,
connect with these people so that when they come to St. Lucia, you all can do a big, children of a book thingy. And
yeah,
yeah, and
meet each other, do drives, reading
yes,
drives.
some of the Creole
Well,
languages. And I love the fact that you really are translating it into the Creole language.
mm-hmm,
You are
yeah,
translating, and that's beautiful, because our people, our children need that. They need to know the heritage. They need to know where they came from. They need to know, that this is not a bad thing, because I know there was at one point, we were not we were forbidden, to speak
mm-hmm.
the Creole language. So
Do you
ah,
have a picture? Do you have a picture of the most recent one I sent to you? I'm not sure.
yes, I do. I think I do. This is this
Yes,
let's
that
see.
one. Yes, that's the
Yes.
most recent.
Mm-hmm.
No, go
Yes.
back. You came
Which
off it.
which one? This
The
one right
one,
here?
yes, this one is the most recent.
Okay. So tell us
Yes.
about that one.
So this one, I don't have the copy with me right now. I do not have the printed copy yet because
Mm-hmm.
it was just published about 3 weeks ago,
Oh, nice,
right?
nice,
So this
nice.
one,
Yeah.
fun and interactive language learning. So
Mm-hmm.
Creole for kids, as you see, the age range from 5 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
It has mazes. It
Mm-hmm.
has it has counting. Now in the mazes, you know what's a maze, right? Where you
Yes.
have to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
navigate and try to get an object. Well, all the pages, it will tell you something. There's a sentence at the top telling you where are you going, what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
but in Creole,
Let me ask you. So,
right?
so
And the counting.
uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead. You were about to say something.
No, continue. The question is right there. It's not going anywhere.
Okay. The counting, obviously, teaching them how to count
Mm-hmm.
in Creole, little patterns. The
Mm-hmm.
patterns will tell them something in Creole as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's activities. There's the Creole word puzzle, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The
Nice.
Creole word puzzle, you can actually do some puzzles in Creole with Creole words. Just like you have a puzzle and you have to tick off
Yeah.
the word you get. It's like that, but
So
it's in Creole.
does it like teach them the Creole word first, and then they're gonna go and do the
Yes, and
puzzle?
look for it. Yes,
Nice. That's really nice. That's really nice.
yeah.
So,
Um,
how do you come up? That was my question. How do you come up with the ideas?
I think you have an idea how I come up with the idea.
No, I know
Because
mine. I know mine. I know mine.
you're
I'm
an
asking you.
author, so you have an idea. I don't even know if there's something that connects your brain to infinity. Like, but you get the idea. I just have to sit down. I just
Mm-hmm.
have to sit down in front of my computer
Mm-hmm.
and start. And then it just flows in, just flows in, it's flows in. And then when you, like you said earlier, when you're done, you're done. When your brain stop and say, well, that's enough, that's good, you good,
Mm-hmm.
you stop.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
like that. I can't even explain it. I don't know where I
I
get the
know.
idea, to be
That's
honest.
what
I don't
I
know.
needed you to say it, because people
I
need to understand. Um,
yes.
I have a cousin of mine. He's a. Let me see if he's on online. Let me see. Oh yeah, Morgan. Hi,
He's there.
Morgan Junkie. He's a natural vibes essential. He is he's an artist. He's an entertainer, right? And he would just go in his studio, right, and just start writing, start singing, and before you know it,
Uh,
the song has been birthed.
an entire song.
I'm going like, how does he do that? But it's the same thing with me. I would just sit on there. I'll just have one word come to my mind, and a whole poem is birthed.
I can
Maybe
relate
two.
to that. I can relate
Yeah.
to that because I'm also a gospel songwriter, right?
Okay.
And before I wrote gospel, I used to write dancehall music.
Yeah, look at you.
Yes, but I'm not into that field anymore. So bye bye. But I write gospel. So sometimes you just need
Mm-hmm.
one word, and it just flows, and it flows, and it flows. Writing, and then you writing how many? Sometimes you just sit down there within 20 minutes. It has happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what happened to me once. Right, I happened to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Right, I just woke up. My eyes are still shut. Literally, my eyes are shut. Right, I take a book, an exercise book, and I took a pencil and I just started writing. Next morning, I had no idea what I wrote. Next morning, I'm checking what I wrote. An entire song, two verses, chorus, bridge, and all. No joke.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I can relate. That's amazing. Because there are times I'll be washing, like I always tell people, water is what moves me. Water, I'll be washing the dishes and be like, oh my gosh, the lyrics are coming. I gotta find something to write. And if I don't go write it, I have to find somebody. So now I have to find paper, wipe my hand, write so that I could write. I have had that experience like you. I was I was sleeping, and for
Hmm.
whatever reason I got up. I don't believe me, I don't know what time it was though. But
Hmm.
I got up and I'm going like this line keeps playing in my head, and I have to write it down. And the minute I put that pen to that paper,
Hmm.
I had an entire poem. I could not stop until I was done.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I know. It has
Mhm.
happened to me.
So
It
this
has
is the
happened to me. And
creativity. This is the
I
gift that
think
we
it
were
is
born with.
divine intervention. It has to be. It has to be God. It has to be.
Listen, God give us all of us gifts, and we also have our talents, and we
Hmm.
have to nurture. Sorry, we have to nurture them. We have to um how to say that? No, and the polish is not a word I want to use, but we have to nurture them. We have to, like, when a plant is growing, you make sure that the plant has water. You have to feed it. You have to, take
Hmm.
care of it. You have to be able to take care of the talents and the gifts that you have, because that is a way of expressing yourself. That is a way
That's
of
right.
making a contribution to the world. Okay. So every artist, whatever you write about, somebody gonna
Hmm.
love it. There's
Yes.
somebody who's going to love it.
Yes.
Somebody gonna.
Everyone, like you said earlier, not everyone would like something, but you have to find your audience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some persons really appreciate things like that. They really do. Yeah, I've met people who really I was even surprised to know that there's persons that actually really love things like that. It gets them excited. But some people would be like,
I'm going to tell you
like
this, right?
cricket.
And I learned that in doing business. Sometimes the people most times actually, the people are not going to be the one that's going to support you.
Yes,
It's going to be people who
I
you know.
can tell you that for sure.
Mhm.
I can tell you that for sure. God will send complete strangers to you
Mhm.
to help
Because I
kickstart
want you to think
things.
about it that way. St. Lucia is just a 238 square miles, right?
Yeah.
And there's a whole world out there
Yes,
waiting
there is.
for your work. I
Uh-huh.
look at it like this, right? Look at how many KFCs they have everywhere, and all of them making money
Mm-hmm.
because everybody is loves variety. What they may not like it the way they're making it down the street, but up the street they may like it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a variety. People love variety, and sometimes if you see that the way you're doing something is not working for you, you gotta go rewrite the lines, rewrite the change it around a little bit. Add
Mm-hmm.
flavor, like you're making a good pot of a good plate of how salt and breadfruit. And
Right, right,
you said today I just put salt and oil, oil, but today I'm gonna put coconut oil. I'm gonna put a little bit of,
right.
extra
Hot
green here.
sauce.
Yes. So
Yes.
you have to add a little spice to it.
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
what I've been trying to bring the
yes,
spice to it. Because
yes.
initially how I started was just just coloring book, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I never knew that I would actually go full fledged writing an entire textbook like this one day, a full textbook with
Mm-hmm.
the ABC
That's good.
Creole. You had it there a while ago. You had it
Yes.
on the
You
screen a
are
while
you
ago.
are you are you are doing amazing things, and this is really nice. I really love to see. Oh, that's I want to talk about the Apon Creole avec.
That's the coloring book, but the one next to it is like more like a textbook, really.
Okay, okay, nice. Creole ABC, learn basic phrases with translations. Wow.
Hmm.
That's amazing. That's amazing. For those of you who are online, who are viewing, let me see who we have. Kiki's on here. Hi, Kiki. For those of you who are
I'm not
viewing,
even able to see who's like how many people are online. I'm
you
not
won't
able
be
to
able
see
to
that.
see it because I only see those who are commenting. I only see those who are commenting on because they're
Oh, okay,
messaging
okay,
as
okay.
well. Yeah. So for those of you who have children, um, please support our dear Anicia Baptiste with her children's book. I always ask you guys to whichever entrepreneur, artist, uh, author, whoever comes on here, I always ask my viewers to support,
Hmm.
because it is important that we. Uh, I'm trying to find the right words. It is important that we continue to show appreciation for what others do, because without each other we are nothing.
That's right.
We are
That's true.
nothing. We cannot do
Amazing.
everything on our own. We need others.
Hmm.
So Kiki said good night, ladies. Good night, Kiki.
Good
So,
night, Kiki.
so we have to support, we have to patronize, how they call it, patronize, and show your love. And
Hmm.
it is always good when I bring a solution author or poet on here. I am telling you, I love the work. I understand. That's why it means so much to me that I came up with that show, because I understand the work that goes behind writing, the work, the tedious hours that people don't see, the
Hmm.
frustration that people don't see, and when that book comes.
Exactly. And even when you have to publish the book, I publish my books on Amazon, and if you do your books on Amazon, you publish through Amazon, if there's one measurement that is incorrect, they decline, right? You know about that.
I'm not the one who bought it, but I am working with a publisher. And let me tell you, this past couple of days, I had sent my book in. I had to, I was just literally losing my mind. I have to proofread. Um, we have, I'm gonna, and
Yes.
then what we want, our standards, either work with our standards. I'm gonna, you're kidding me? I've been working with you for years.
A lot
So
goes
it is
into
a
it.
lot.
There's an approval stage you have to go through each book you
Yes.
submit. There's an approval stage you have to go through. If there's any mistake, is there anything, measurement not correct, something not aligned, they reject,
Wow.
reject. You have to do it. You have to fix it. Yeah. So it's not something that's easy. Like you just do book and you just do it and you just put it
Let
on
me let
Amazon.
me tell you that I can so relate, because I have a book that has been completed for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
4 long years. And because I mentioned father. Father, my daughter's father. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't say the name, I
You
just
did.
said father.
Ah.
You can't but me tell me problem. And I repeat that in English. They are giving me so much trouble to get the book published. I refuse to change what they want me to. I will get it published because I didn't mention
Mm-hmm.
nobody's name. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't call nobody a rapist. I didn't call nobody a drug dealer. I didn't call nobody no names. I simply said
Mm-hmm.
my daughter's father.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
Oh.
I got mad after the second, the third time that I sent in the book, and I'm going like, you know what? Patience is a virtue. That book is going to publish whether or not you like it. And I'm going to do it my way. I know you'll have your standards, but after I've read all your stipulations, all your rules, I will not change certain things in there because it's going to change the trajectory of my story. And it is an autobiography. So
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remove certain things because then it's not going to make sense.
It's not going to make sense.
No. So I'm going to write it as I want. Okay. I'm going to publish it as I want. And then it's coming out this year. So with or without them, that book is going to
Mm-hmm.
be published.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Yes. So a
Wow.
lot goes into it. I just wanted to make that clear that it is not just decide that you're going to do books and it just happens like
It does not. It does not.
it
It does not.
doesn't. It doesn't.
When somebody hear you say you write a book, it's, oh my gosh, yeah, but it takes a lot, and we are so thankful for the people who are supporting us as authors, and as musicians, as poets, as business owners,
Mm-hmm.
because even if everybody's not going to support us, but we have to be able to appreciate
Mm-hmm.
those who do.
Let me put that out there. I am looking for an investor. So I know probably I'll not get one in St. Lucia, but if you are out there and you're watching this live, I'm looking for I'm looking for you.
That's right. You got to market yourself.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
Yes. So because I do want to expand on this thing, Diamonds Inspirations. Um
Mhm.
my hope is to one day have a physical store that
Mhm.
has Creole
Yep.
books and Creole things and everything Creole and
Mhm.
children's storybook. I do have big dreams. Yeah.
Mhm. Listen, all of us we have it, and we have to start somewhere. And you
Mm-hmm.
have a good start already, and you have support.
Yeah.
Have
Well, I
support.
have. Let me tell you, I have support. I have I'm part of a church group, and
Uh-huh.
I get a lot. Trust me, when it comes to support, I get support.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
get support from them. They are
Mhm.
wonderful. They are amazing. And my
Mhm.
husband,
Mhm.
wonderful. I get support definitely from him. And you mentioned something earlier that sometimes the persons you expect to support you, you hear crickets. But it's
Mhm.
okay. That too. That is fine also. Like I mentioned earlier too, God will send complete strangers your way if it has to come to that.
We are not going
Just
to
for
trust me.
just for you to propel and to
Yes.
excel at what it is that you need to do.
Trust me. We don't need to focus on those who are not going. Everybody is not going to
Mhm.
see your vision. Everybody is not going to support you. Everybody is not going to understand why you do certain things.
And I have a
People
good friend, let me tell you, and before, sorry for cutting you, I had to mention her name. Keisha, shout out to you. I know you must be watching. Thank you.
are,
She has been wonderful,
Mhm.
very supportive, I must say.
People are going to be critical. They are going to, so they're going to discourage you. Some of them, a lot of them are going to be discouraging, and sometimes you will question yourself, but you know where you are going. Nobody knows what exactly is in that head. Nobody, even if you tell somebody, they
Hmm.
don't know everything that's in there because you're not going to be able to relate it to them, all of it to them. So you got to work to help you grow, to help you excel, and to get to the place where you want to go.
That's
Nobody
fine.
else is going to do it for you but you. You got
I
to be your
agree.
biggest supporter. You got to be your biggest motivator. You got to be your biggest critic and you gotta be your biggest um the word just went out of my head.
Mhm.
You know?
When it comes to critic, I get you because sometimes I am my hardest critic, you know. My
Mhm.
husband have to even tell me, you know, calm down. It's
I
fine, you
think when
know.
it comes to my writing, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and then when it's not right, it stays with me for a couple of years. Not
I know
months,
what you mean. I know what you
because
mean.
yeah, it has to be how I want it to be. It has to be. But listen, girl, it is amazing, amazing what you are doing. Keep doing it. Marjorie said, I definitely will get the books for my granddaughter. So you got one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marjorie.
And
Yes.
listen, let me tell you, Miss Marjorie is on the executive of the St. Lucia Association of Georgia. She's always supporting,
Oh,
yes. And so shout out to the St. Lucia Association of Georgia. You guys are amazing.
nice.
Yes,
Okay, okay,
they just give scholarships in St. Lucia to I think about 3 students. Yes,
okay.
and so
Nice.
they're doing
That's
amazing
great.
things. Yeah, I'm a member as well, you know. But my work is to promote and to help when it needs help.
Mm.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
it is amazing what you are doing, and I appreciate your work just to be able to translate these books and to have that to come up with that idea, because I know every author has their own idea in their head, but
Mhm.
I especially like the fact that you are targeting the little children and instilling um that the continuation of our culture, our
Mhm.
heritage into them. So that is gonna be, I applaud you, and keep up the good work. Keep
Thank
up.
you. Thank you.
So
Thank
guys,
you.
please go support my girl Anicia Baptiste.
Mhm.
um, Go to Amazon, go to Shop SLU, find
Yeah,
her
for
book,
international people, Amazon.
mhm, and listen to her story. Listen to her YouTube channel. Okay, let your
Diamonds
children.
Inspirations.
Yes, I think I had it
YouTube.
on screen earlier. You know, I think
Yeah.
I. Emma Leon, hi, cuz my cousin is watching. I love this lady so much. I need to come. I need to come and I'm gonna talk to you later. Yeah. So what I asked you what was next, but how many in the next 5 years? I know you mentioned
Mhm.
that you want to have your store and you're looking for an investor, but in the next 5 years, what is your goal on the amount of books that you want to produce?
50, 100.
Hey, as long as you can see it, you can make
Yes.
it happen.
Yeah. I can make it. It can happen. It's very possible.
Hmm.
Check within 1 year I have about 5 already. So it can happen. And the year is not even it's just past the halfway back.
You are working, lady. You are working, and I like that. So I just want to say thank you so much. Listen, guys, I always say this: you need to have vision.
Mm-hmm.
You need to set goals. You need to be consistent in what you do.
Yes.
And I
I
cannot tell that story enough. When I started this show, I didn't know what I was doing.
we all
I remember you said when you started your YouTube channel,
have
you
no
used to
idea.
question. I didn't know what I was doing. But you know what is, I find it so fulfilling just to come on here. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, even if I don't feel well, just come on here and just talk. It's therapy for me. And I'm sure
Mhm.
writing is a way of therapy for you as well, because you are able to get your thoughts out of your head and on that paper
Mhm.
into the
Mhm.
children's minds and their eyes.
That's right. Yeah, it is. It is therapy. Actually, when I sit down doing a book, it's
Mm-hmm,
enjoyable. Sometimes I don't even want to get off the computer. But
mm-hmm,
sometimes circumstances have you are forced to get up because I do have kids, so
mm-hmm.
and if
Life
they're not
happens.
sleeping yet,
That's
The only time I fully enjoy it, like enjoy the ride, is when I do it after hours, when everybody's sleeping and I'm there, you know, I'm in
let
my
me
element.
let me
Yeah.
tell you this, eh? I used to lose so much sleep over writing the books. Now it's important that I sleep. I work during the day, but when it's 10, 11 o'clock, I need to be at least 10, 30, 11 o'clock, I need to be laying in my bed
Mhm.
because
Yes. Well, I wanted to
important.
show you something.
Uh,
Yes. So I know you guys know about the all the different Creole books and the story, even the Tutu story book, but something I did not mention to you. I probably did not mention it to you as well.
mm,
I do have a prayer journal,
mm-hmm,
yes, and a music book, my top lyrics.
mm-hmm.
Yes, so
Nice,
it caters to musicians. It has
nice.
the music thing where you write your notes and stuff and
Mhm.
your lyrics as well. So I just
So,
wanted to let you all know I have that.
so you have
But
no
it's
plan.
only available on Amazon for now.
So you don't have no plans of releasing your own music anytime soon, and just we seeing you with your microphone and singing and stuff.
I do practice the songs when we have service. Yes, so the gospel song,
Uh,
I do
that's
practice
not
it
my
too.
question, eh?
Well, I don't know. I am not sure.
The sky is the limit.
Yes, yes.
But you know, you
Yes.
focus on you doing an amazing job. I like to mess on with people, but you do an amazing job. So focus on your writing, and when it's time for you to transition into another thing, you would have had your writing well established, and
Hmm.
you have form a name for yourself, so you go other places.
Yes, that's right. I
Yeah.
agree. You said it. You
Yeah.
said it beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, sweetheart, it was such a pleasure to have you on here
Yeah.
tonight. I really enjoyed our conversation. I really enjoyed I love seeing the books, but let me show the audio before we leave. Let me show them just one of the videos you are doing with your while you doing your your little YouTube thingy. Um let me see. My pan is here, hold on, huh? I don't
I
mind.
should have reminded you that you to remove your glasses.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so let me see this. I'm always struggling with this mess. All right, so I'm gonna go and play just a little video of you doing your thing. Uh, hold on, I am still okay. All right, and there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Sakafe to the moon. Welcome back to my channel, your girl Diamond here, guys. I am so happy to be with you all today. I have news. I have news. I know I've not been around so much. It's simply because I've been very busy with the books. I have published in all 6 books. Okay, one is a full-fledged children storybook. About 3 of them are Creole books, Creole teaching books, also inclusive of coloring book. Okay, so guys, I'm going to show you them, right? 4 of them right now. I'm going to show you. They're here. Okay, first one would be Tutu, the Curious Turtle. Now, this one is a full-fledged storybook. This one it was dedicated to my daughter Tutu. You guys know her. You'll have seen her on the channel before. Full-fledged storybook, very colorful, very interactive, very interesting story. So don't forget to purchase, to order. You can get it on Amazon.com. It is available on all the marketplaces. We also have it on Shop SLU. Shop SLU. If you are in St. Lucia, you order on Shop SLU. If you are overseas, you order on Amazon. The links will be in the description area, guys. I have missed y'all so much, but I've been so busy So I've been working. I mean, I have to work my 9 to 5. Plus, I have been having outreach programs, interview, DBS interviews, radio station, going to the different schools. So this one is the newer version of the very first Creole coloring book that I created. Now that one is an updated version. It has more of the Caribbean animals in there, more relatable animals. The Creole names next to them and the English translations right there. So guys, also you could get it on Amazon and Shop SLU. Okay, so we also have the Creole, I have it upside down. Creole journal, Creole coloring book and journal. That this one has more content in it. Definitely more content, less coloring spaces. You will learn a lot more. There is even a little space where you could write what you learn, you know. But it has a lot of content in there. You will learn absolutely a lot. Your children can learn, your friends, buy for a friend, buy for auntie, buy for a sister. Guys, support the channel. Support the channel, guys. I've not been feeling your support. Okay, guys?
I love this. I love
One
it.
thing, yeah.
Yes, I love
I
it.
just feel like a different creature when I do in YouTube.
Who do we have here? We have Rosamond Clary, darling, how are you? He said lovely program. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Rosamond. That's one of my former guests. He had such an inspiring story. I like to promote my past guests because I've had so many inspiring stories on this show
Mm,
that touch. We've cried, we've boohooed on this show. I'm telling you, things I did not know. I got to know just being on this show and inviting people to hear the stories of people who have gone through so many things, some trying times, and are still going through it. I like to promote my people. And so I have something coming up for my former viewers. For my former guests. I'm not gonna say so. You may fall in the category of today. So also forget what I was going to say. Yes, one of my poems in my new book, I'm gonna let it out there, is dedicated to all my guests that I had on the show.
aw,
Yes, dedicated to them. One.
aw,
Yes. So it's there. People have touched my life in so many ways.
mm,
They have inspired me to continue the work that I'm doing, and it just amazes me how resilient of a people that we are. We are resilient. Peter
yeah.
Wilfred, good night. Long time, darling. Where have you been? Have you divorced me or something? I realize you divorced me. Okay, okay, we're gonna have to talk. Yeah. So yes. So the book will be coming out soon. Maybe pretty soon I'll be showing the book cover or something. But I'm excited about that book. I'm excited about that book. It talks about so
Mhm.
many different things, so many different things. So y'all know where my website is. Let me take it straight to y'all. It's not promoting myself tonight only, but it's all about you. But I'm gonna show my. This is my Let me see. Yeah, these are my websites and my website for book orders for my candles, and I have other things coming on the website soon. And so that's my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. Tell me how.
Mm,
Yes. So guys, listen, it was such a pleasure to have you here with us tonight. And thank you
thank
so much
you.
to all my viewers who came on there. You could have been anywhere else,
Mhm.
but you were here with us tonight. And we thank you. We appreciate you. I
Thank
always
you.
quote Les Brown. I need to find another quote because I've been giving Les Brown too many. Yeah, but Les Brown said, if you are going to fall, make sure you land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. And I found this to be so true.
Mm,
Because as long as we have that breathing, because if you fall on your face, you may fall in a mud, and then you may break your nose, or you may break your nose, you may fall in the mud, you can't breathe. But if you fall on your back, what are the chances that you hit your head or something, but you can look up, you can see your surroundings, and you can get up. Okay. So
That's
as long as
right.
there's breath in you, you get up and you fight for what you want. Okay. And we all
Mm-hmm.
have goals and dreams, we all have aspirations, and we need to work at getting these things, dreams realized, because people, life is so short. We don't want to be among the millions of people in the cemetery who where our dreams die with us. So put your work out there, okay? Put your best foot forward so that you could leave even just a fraction of a mark on this world.
Of
Because
course, of course.
everything we do, no matter how small it is, maybe not everybody's going to um appreciate it or know about it, but at least a few going to know about it, and they're going to say, well, this person did this and this person did that. Okay. So
Mhm.
this is my advice to you tonight, and to everybody who's watching. Listen, guys, I one of my I have three things I always say on this show. There are no tap outs. No, do not tap out, even if it gets rough.
Mhm.
You don't tap out. You don't give up on your dreams. You don't give up on yourself. You don't give up on your goals.
That's
Let
right.
your voice be heard. Any opportunity you get to put your work out there, to put yourself out there so that you can promote yourself, to have a better future for yourself and your family, do it. It may be just down the street, they have a little cabaret and they tell you, come and talk to us about your book. You may find somebody there that knows somebody. So
Yeah.
you have to be able to put yourself out there, okay?
Right. I
And
agree.
never, yeah, and never ever let failure be that finality for you. We are going to
Yeah.
fail so many times before we can succeed, but never let failure be the place that you say, "Oh, I can't do this anymore." No, you gotta get up. Rise, rise to your own
Yeah.
prosperity. Until next time,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure having you here. I love you, girl. We're gonna be friends.
Thank
Listen, I
you.
always, for those of you who have been on my show, I know I am a busy woman, but it is my duty when I bring you on this show to continue to promote you. So tell somebody, and tell somebody who's been here. You, if you have an ad, if you have something that you doing, send it to me so that I could
Mm.
put it on my stories.
Page.
I could
Okay.
continue promoting you,
All
because
right.
people join us every day. We don't know who's who and who's gonna like your work and who's gonna want to invest in you, like you said, investment.
That's
Okay.
right.
Lucy
Yes.
Paulius, good night, sweetheart. I love you. I came to New York. I didn't see you. I'm gonna come and look for you. Until next time, have an amazing night and see you all soon. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good night, risers and prosperity builders.